We opened up our office, and we pay cash for that. All the furniture, everything, we pay cash for all that. Have not had debt since 2002. Have not owed anybody anything. The only thing we have is car leases, and those are rentals, for the most part. That's the only thing we have, and that's a choice. If I want to buy a car cash, I could. I just like having a different car every couple of years. I just like to enjoy something like that. Things change so much now. Having a different car every couple of years is cool. So the only thing we ever have today is car leases, and then just our normal insurances and things like that, like everybody else does. We have no debt, owe nobody nothing. By the end of 2003, our rolling 12 was $176,000. That year, my mom had a hard time in corporate America again, and we had to pay her mortgage. That $300 she asked me for in 1998 now became $3,000 a month. She had a mortgage, groceries, 3 children at home, and she was barely making, if she was lucky, $200 a week from her job, and that was before she put gas in her car to get there. So there came a point in time when, thank goodness for Primerica, and I did exactly what I was supposed to do. I put my head down, stayed uncomfortable, and went to work, because now we were paying her mortgage, which is $1,800 a month. We were buying groceries. She was behind on her utilities. We were catching those up. She was doing what she could, but it was just a situation at the time. And that was the year we had to make some more decisions, okay, to get uncomfortable. That following year, 2004, we had my mom fire her boss because it just wasn't worth paying for her and my secretary. Just get rid of my secretary and have my mom be my secretary. I was paying her anyways for the most part, right? So I had her come over. That year we jumped our income from 176 to 245 because we were uncomfortable. We had a new person to take on. We had a new parent to help, take care of. So we increased our cash flow, and she became my office manager. That was 2004. In 2005, I was 28 years old, made $288,000. We promoted our first RVP, opened up our second office, and then Alan's mom retires that year. Well, she didn't retire with a lot of money, or enough, right? So we paid her utilities ever since. She doesn't worry about any of that stuff. Her house is completely paid off, but if she needs something, she gets it. We take care of it. So now we have 2 parents that we're taking care of on our income today. In 2006, I was 29, we made $295,000, and then Alan's dad needed help. We started sending money home to the Philippines every single month. So now we're taking care of 3 parents, okay, and ourselves and a business, okay, that on our income. So we had a lot of reasons to do this business, okay, a lot of people depend upon us. And Alan's sister went through some tough times. We had to take care of her a few times, but you know what? She took care of us in the early years too. When we're trying to build this business, she'd slip us a 20 every so often for gas money, pick up our dry cleaning like on the spur of the moment. Man, she did some great stuff for us. So anything she wants now, she gets. She wants something for her birthday. We don't just buy her cheap birthday presents, right? She wants a nice camera. She likes nice things, okay? Buy a nice camera, nice DVD, nice Blu-ray, whatever it is she wants. We take care of her because she helped us out. In 2007, I was 30 years old. We made $304,000. In 2008, 31 years old, we promoted our second RVP. Our rolling 12 was $359,000. And in 2009, I was 32, which was last year. We promoted our number 3, 4, 5, and 6 RVP. At the end of that year, we made $397,000. Opened up our 3rd location. 3 of our RVPs housed together in one location. We've been debt-free over 7 years, have hundreds of thousands of dollars saved, and we got our SVP promotion in 2009. And this year, we ended the year over $400,000 in income, almost 400, it's 397. We did cross over 400 for a rolling 12, so we do have our 4th diamond. Woo! And in 2010, which is this year, we'll have our NSD promotion, make well over $600,000, promote 3 or 4 more RVPs, and I'll be 33 on Monday. And you know what? All that crazy stuff we did to be uncomfortable is all worth it. The life we get to live now and the things that we're able to do. When they say it on the video, I mean the newest one. Have you seen the newest video that they have with Jimmy Meyer? And have you guys seen that one? Yeah. And he gets up there and he says, "I know deep down inside you want to be free," right? He goes, "And you think it's going to be good, but it's better than you think." And he's so right. Every time he says that, I get the chills, right? He's so right. If people, with all the, this is very competitive business. We're very competitive. A lot of competition. This business is not easy. Okay, so there are things that happen, right? And you got to overcome some objections. You got to get better. You got to get uncomfortable. You got to deal with things sometimes that you don't like. But let me tell you, a bad day in Primerica beats a good day in corporate America any day. And the things I've been able to do for my family, Dunn Edwards would have never given me that opportunity. And this is just, it's all been worth it. Having my mom fire her boss, taking care of Alan's mom, taking care of his dad. We extend our PFS trips, right? We take our parents, we took them to Cancun in 2007. You know, they've been places where they were going to the Bahamas with us before we didn't go anymore. But, you know, all those great places, we've taken them other places too. I don't field train anymore. I've been retired from the field for the last 3 years. We are about, I'd say about 18 directs wide that can close a sale without us. So I don't have to go in the field anymore. I don't have to take crappy appointments anymore. I get to give those to other people, okay? I get diamonds for presents now. We save $10,000 to $15,000 a month. You know, we don't have to look at the price tags. We eat usually lunch and dinner together, even breakfast for the most part. No more drive-thrus, right? That's always great. We drive cars of our choice. I just got a brand new car in May, a Lexus 2009, 450i, LSI, whatever it is. It's got everything, you know, air-conditioned seats, you know, pretty much get a backup camera. I mean, drives for you for the most part, right? So we have nice cars now, and Alan gets to drive the car of his choice, and that's pretty nice compared to, you know, when we started the business. This is so funny. I always like to show this picture. This is what Alan took me on my first date in.
Yeah. Woo!
Old Chrysler Caprice Classic, white walls Dayton's, right? Used to call it the undercover car because it looked like the old cop cars, right? That's what we used to go on appointments in. You know, that was our cars when we started, you know, and along the way, I mean, we've had some nice cars along the way, you know, BMW, Mercedes, you know, Chrysler 300, Lexus, all those things that now we don't have to worry about if they're going to start in the morning when we get inside of them, you know, that kind of thing, you know. So we've had, I mean, coming from that kind of place, you know, being able to do all the things that we've been able to do, drive nice cars. My brother got married in September. He's 26 now, and he called me up. He's like, we're getting married. I was like, awesome. And he's like, I need help. I'm like, what do you need? He said, I need $5,000. No problem. Didn't have to cash advance my credit card. Didn't have to worry about, you know, taking from my retirement money too soon. You know, we got cash. You know, we have cash. They gave him cash. Said, don't worry about it, bro. Whatever you need, right? We'll take care of it. You know, we take our team to nice places. You know, we just get to have fun. You know, and in the early years, let me tell you, it was intense. It was crazy. Not every day was fun, okay? Some days in Primerica, things aren't always going to be fun, but it's what you got to do, right? And if you're willing to go through the hard stuff, one day you'll look back and laugh, you know, at those things that you thought were hard. They ain't so hard anymore. You know, you'll laugh. You'll think, man, at the time, that was tough. You know, dealing with that objection, dealing with that recruit, dealing with that situation was tough. But man, it was worth it. I'm glad I did it. Because most people would have ran from it. Most people would have avoided it. Therefore, that's why they have the life they have. All we've done is we just never avoided uncomfortable situations. That's really probably our biggest claim to fame. We've never ran away from the hard stuff. And we were always willing to be uncomfortable. You know, and that's really our biggest claim to fame. And if you look at the leaders bulletins, we're in the top when it comes to licensing. Okay, so I just want to share a little bit of training with you before I bring up Alan for the rest of the training. I know I gave you guys a lot of our story up front, just to kind of give you guys some credibility, know who we are. And know we're just like you. You know, we're very transparent. What you see is what you get, you know. We never forget where we come from. You know, we're always grateful, you know, frustrated, but yes, you know, grateful, right? Okay, so really our biggest claim to fame is, like I said, we just never got comfortable, always stayed uncomfortable. And what we do now that really helps us grow and explode our business more than anything is we just really focus on licensing. You know, the company's in a big push for licensing, but we've been doing this for years. We did it before it's become popular. Okay, we did it when people weren't talking about it. Okay, when a lot of people would talk about premium or company trip, we just always focused on licensing. You know, we've been very consistent with it, and we've got a couple things that, you know, we've got a few mottos in our like a new recruits to-do list when you get started with us. And the first one is you got to get field trained and licensed to get paid. So when you get started with us, what's your name? David. Okay, David. So you're turning in your $99, and before I take this $99 and this IBA from you, David, I just want to make sure you're willing to do 3 things. Because if you're not willing to do these 3 things, then I might as well not take this IBA from you. Okay, the first one is you've got to be willing to get field trained in your warm market and get licensed. Okay, you're going to have to take, how many hours is it here? You guys have hours you gotta do?
2 days.
2 days, 16 hours, okay, ours is 32 hours, okay? So whatever it is, you gotta be willing to do those hours, take the exam, and get a license. So you're willing to do those?
Yes.
Okay, perfect. The second one is you gotta bring people to meetings so that you can get promoted. Okay, how, you guys do op nights here, you guys recruit at your op nights, that's what Alex said, right? We do the same thing, okay? We use it as a recruiting opportunity. So Alex, you gotta be willing to not only bring people to me, so I